What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be creating these mini pumpkin donuts. Look like this. We're gonna be creating these here and some of these. Right? So something that I want to tell you guys, which I did share in the video a little bit, but that you guys are gonna see right now, but let me go a little bit more into it. I just finished a Spanish live on my Instagram. If you speak Spanish and you want to watch the live, go on my Instagram. But I mentioned, I told you guys in the video that you're about to see, I showed you guys these right here, which they're just the Kroger brand, and they have no glaze on it, so it's just pure bread. And I mentioned Krispy Kreme, but I did not show them to you, so I'm going to show them to you right now. So Krispy Kreme, if you've never heard of it, this is it. It's very popular. So if you didn't know, they have mini donuts, right? So they look like that. So they're a little bit smaller than the average Krispy Kreme donut. So while I was doing my live, I was mentioning that I prefer the ones that are just bread. These are just bread. Once we dip them in chocolate, they don't taste super sweet because it's just bread, right? There's no glaze on this. These already have glaze, and we're gonna add chocolate on top, so it's more sweeter. But the Krispy Kreme donuts are more, they're just more perfect than these. These have the circles are different sizes, and sometimes it doesn't have a circle, it looks weird. These are a little bit more uniform, more cute. So while I was doing my live, someone mentioned to me that we can order mini Krispy Kreme donuts without the glaze, so order them plain. And I was like, wow, I did not know that. I really did not know that. So if you guys want to go to your Krispy Kreme and ask if they do plain mini, without the glaze, then I would totally do that. That's what I would be using if I get an order. That's what I will look into. So I just wanted to tell you guys this here because I did not mention it in the video. So I hope you guys liked the video of us creating these little mini pumpkin donuts, and these right here. Super easy to put together, you guys. Not hard at all. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you do them, can you guys tag me on Instagram? I'll leave it right here. I always wanted to do this. Right here. Alright, you guys, let's get to it. We're gonna start with some donuts. So these are already made, you guys. They are store-bought, so you can choose whatever donuts you want. These are plain donuts. They don't have any type of glaze or anything like that on top. They are just regular bread, basically. So I know a lot of people use Krispy Kreme donuts. They have mini size and they have larger size. So feel free to use whatever donuts you want. So like I said, these are no glaze, not anything on top. It's just plain donuts. Next, I have some chocolate already melted here and colored. So this is Merckens Super White, and I colored it with Color Mill Orange. And this is my results. This is what I got. So you want your chocolate to be runny. We're gonna lay some wax paper down. We're gonna grab our donuts. So this is how my donuts look. Okay, they look like this, and when I flip them over, they look like this. Okay, so this right here will give you a funky look, right? Because they're not super circle. This right here is gonna give you a better look, I want to say. So I flip mine over. So this is pretty much the top, this is the bottom. I'm gonna use the bottom as my top. So I'm gonna grab my chocolate. And all I'm going to do is dip it into my chocolate, lift it up, shake off the excess, and then once we have here, we just do this. We do a little jiggle, and that's it. Okay, so this is the top, this is the bottom, this is what I'm gonna dip in. Going to dip it, grab some chocolate, shake off the excess. And that's my son playing video games in the background, like this, and do a little shake. If you get a little bubble, so I have a bubble there, you can leave it alone or you can pop it, whatever you want to do. So if you want to pop it, I'm literally gonna put it here and kind of tap it till that bubble pops, and look, it popped. And that's it. We're basically gonna let them dry. while our donuts are drying, we're gonna work on the fondant accents that we're going to be using. So I have a leaf mold here. I'll leave a link for you guys in the description. I'm gonna grab some green fondant out of here. And we have different sizes to work with, which is why I love this mold. We're gonna go with this one right here. And I'm gonna put my fondant in. Okay, it looks like this. And I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. Like that. I'm gonna pop my leaf out. Now we're gonna do the little vine. Grab some fondant. Roll it into like a little worm. We don't need it to be super long or anything like that. This. We're gonna grab like a cake pop stick and we're gonna wrap it around. Just like that. Then we're just simply gonna take it off. And it should leave us with something like this. Okay. Next, we're gonna create our stem for our pumpkin. So I have some brown fondant here. Okay, we don't need a lot, so maybe about that size. We're going to roll it into like a little log, like this. And I'm gonna grab the ends and kind of just push it in. And if you want to, you can kind of curve it. So just like this, I'm kind of just curving it. And we have something that looks like this. Or you can leave it straight, whatever you want. I'm gonna curve it a little bit. So just like that. So our donuts are already all dried up. So what I want you guys to look for and kind of just figure out what way you want to do it. So we have, this donut kind of looks, this way here it looks long, okay? If I turn it this way, then the length here is, you know, longer, okay? So you can decide whether you want your pumpkin to be, you know, this way or this way. Okay, you might not see a big difference, but in person you can see it. So I'm going to go with this way here. Okay, so like that. We're going to be using my favorite, which is poppy paint. I'm gonna pour some in this little plate that I have here. And we're just gonna do the eyes. So we're gonna need a brush. And I'm gonna go here, down here, and I'm just gonna create my circles for the eyes. Just like that. Okay, I'm gonna go on the other side and do the same thing. Looks like this. Okay, now I'm gonna do a little smiling face, a little mouth down here. We're gonna let this dry. Our poppy paint should dry pretty quickly. We're going to attach our stem, our little leaf, and our little vine. So I'm gonna be doing that with some chocolate. So I have my chocolate here. So we're gonna grab, I'm just gonna use a cake pop stick. That's what I have around. And I'm gonna start with the stem. So I'm gonna put a little bit of chocolate on my stem, like that. And then I'm gonna grab my donut and I'm literally gonna place it like half and half. You guys see how it's like, oh, half touching the chocolate, half touching the bread. Okay. And if your stem is like super heavy, it's gonna wanna kind of slide. So just don't make it too heavy and hold it for a little bit maybe. So it kind of just stays. And my stem is to the side, it's not right in the center of the pumpkin, and that's on purpose. I'm going with that look. We can definitely place it right in the center. So I'm gonna grab my leaf, and because it's fresh, my fondant is still sticky, it'll stick on with no chocolate. But if yours is not sticking, then use some chocolate to attach, or edible glue. But mine attached. And then I'm gonna grab my little vine and I'm gonna attach. So I might need some chocolate for this, we'll see right now. So it did stay. Alright, so this is totally optional. I'm gonna add you know, some twinkle in the eye, so I'm gonna be using some white poppy paint. I'm gonna pour some here. I'm gonna grab a small brush, grab a little bit of poppy paint, and I'm just gonna do a little twinkle in the eye. So like a little dot. Alright, and then if you want to, totally optional, you can add some blush to the cheeks right here. So I have some, it's like this, it's edible powder. I found it at Michael's. It's highlighter dust. They sell it like this. This is pink, and I have just like a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna grab a little bit and kind of just shake off the excess, and I'm gonna have a lot at first. So I'm gonna kind of go here and kind of just dab it and make sure I don't pick up too much. And I'm just gonna go in there and do the cheeks. Okay, like I said, totally optional. You don't have to, but super simple, right? Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys really quick, just to, you know, if you don't want to do this, you can literally take a plain donut like this that we dipped, and we're just gonna add some drizzles and some sprinkles. Okay, I'm going to grab a Ziploc bag, and I'm gonna dump some of my chocolate in here. Alright, we're gonna twist our bag. We're going to grab some scissors and make a little hole. You don't want the hole too big. I'm gonna grab my donut, and I'm literally just gonna drizzle diagonally and just back and forth. Okay, so start there and just do this. Okay, this is how it looks. And we're gonna throw in some sprinkles. Let me close this here. So I'm gonna grab some Halloween sprinkles that I have here. I'm just gonna add to kind of the top. So these are the donuts we created. Okay, super easy. I decided to add a little bow into this one to make it a little bit more, you know, girly. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys decide to do the tutorial, make sure you tag me on Instagram, Facebook, and make sure you subscribe and like this video. See you guys next time. Bye.